I'm so glad I didn't let those beliefs stop me.
We are here to share and we are here to show you what's possible. If
If I
if I don't
increase my
show up,
income,
I
someone
don't get
else
paid,
sets
and
my
that's just
time
how it
off.
is. Yes. Hello, everyone.
Hello,
It's
everyone.
November.
Already
Um,
November.
I know time flies.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how many times have you heard it's too late, or everyone's already doing it? And if that's the story in your head, stay with us for the next few minutes. We'll show you why too late is a myth and what really holds people back. And today's topic actually is the online space too saturated or just getting started? Hello again, everyone. I am Mel. I'm a nurse, a mom, and a wife, and someone who started online while juggling real life. I'm not special. I just decided to start. And of course, here with me at Mel.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Mel, the other Mel, and I'm here in the Philippines, and I'm happy to be here with you today. I work full time as a paint chemist. I'm a full time single mom and full time Lola as well. I started my online journey a little later in life. Mel started earlier. But after years of focusing on my family, my career, and everyone else in my life, um, I feel like it's a time to focus on me and finally decided to start something that's really for me. So, and I remember wondering, am I really too late? Is the online space too crowded for me? So that's our topic for today.
Yes, that is. So today we're gonna be talking about, like what Atima said, why people think it's too late to start online, the difference between competition and confirmation, and why most people still won't stick with it, and of course, the online space still in its early stage. So let's dive in with the first one.
Yeah. Why people think it's too late to start online? This is what I first thought. Am I too late to start online? Kasi when I first started my online business, I was scrolling through social media and I see these young people, or those who have been established in the business already, and they're dancing and making their own influence in their business and their business pages or and then they have huge following and I'm an incomer and I remember thinking, can I really do this? Because these people seem to have everything figured out. And then I was in my 50s and I have no idea what algorithm is, or I don't have fancy setup. I just have a phone and a heart full of hope and a dream to build something on my own. Pero deep down, syempre, I was thinking, late na ba ako? Am I too old for this one? I'm almost in my 60s and I had this voice that whispering to me, late ka na. Full na yung market. Sabi niya, you miss your chance. There's so many young people better than me, or there's so many people ahead of me already. And maybe, just maybe, you've heard this voice also. That, may bumubulong. And I
Hello.
think, yeah, di ba Mel, nadinig mo na ba yun?
Narinig ko na yan.
Narinig mo rin yun, di ba? And I think it's too late because for years we were busy living our real life, raising our children, paying the bills, taking care of everyone else in the family, being the support for everyone. And now we finally have time, at least for me, I have time for myself. And it feels like the world moved out without me. But Here's the truth I've learned. I've been in the business for quite some time, and I know that the online world is not full. That's why me and Mel are still here, even after years, diba? Kasi the online world is not full. It's just evolving. Every single, you know, every single day, merong mga tao that comes online. Merong mga mother, merong mga young influencers, merong mga retirees pa nga, di ba? Dreamers and seekers who are still looking for someone they can relate to. Yun. Hindi naman kailangang very fancy lahat or like very trendy. Kasi people are looking for someone to connect. Di ba? In I think in the online business, what matters is the emotional connection. Yeah, they're not looking for people are not looking for perfect influencers, the one who has big hairs and fancy makeup. They're looking for a lot of people, like in my case or Mel's case, we were looking for people who are real. We don't want AI, di ba? We want real stories of real life experiences. And um, ikaw at ako, kami ni Mel, we've lived through storms, and we've made sacrifices and second chances. Yun yung what makes our stories powerful. And so, no, to answer that question, is it too late to start online? No, hindi pa late. It's just finally our turn. So, yun. So, if you ever thought na, sino ba makikinig sa akin? Remember, there are people out there waiting to hear your story in your own voice. So the online world doesn't need another trend. It needs the truth. Actually, there's so many trends na, di ba?
Yeah.
People needs the truth. So yan, that's my take.
Yeah. And ang kwan din nun, parang you, you can't really say you're late kasi it
Mhm.
only means that you're finally paying attention, I think,
Yeah,
right? Parang
yeah,
most people online aren't building anything yet. They're watching, they're liking, they're scrolling, but only a tiny group out of billions of users ng online space, they're actually, only a tiny group of people are actually doing the work to grow something. So
yeah,
no, not everyone is already doing it.
yeah. You're very right, Mel. Actually, ang daming influencers, pero mas marami yung nanonood.
Mm-hmm.
Di ba? Yeah, just a fraction.
Yep.
So yeah, we're not late. We just started.
We're just, yeah. Uh, Okay, number two, the difference between competition and confirmation. Oh, ano nangyari? Siyempre, ayun. Okay, the difference between competition and confirmation. You know what stops so many people from starting their businesses or putting themselves out there online? It's that feeling na, oh, ginagawa na nila to, someone's already doing it. They look around and see other people posting, selling, going live, creating content, and immediately think, well, there goes my chance. I get it. It can feel discouraging to see people doing something, similar to what you want to do. Um, but, you know, here's what I realized: that is not competition, that's actually confirmation. It's a proof that something works. Like, for example, you walk down a busy street, for example, and see maybe 3 5 coffee shops, and you would think, oh no, there's no more room for one more. Of course not. You think, people love coffee, and that's confirmation that the market exists. The same thing happens online. When you see other people doing what you want to do, it doesn't mean you're too late. It means there's already interest, there's already demand, and customers who are willing to buy, watch or or listen. And I think one of the reasons why so many people freeze up is because they focus on the crowd instead of the opportunity. Isip nila, oh, there's no more space for me. When the truth is, there's always space for something done your way. You might be in the same lane, but you bring your own style, your own tone, and energy. Diba? Parang um, most people do not connect with what you sell. They connect with who you are. They follow people who make them feel seen, who speak their language, who who tell their stories. Who tell stories they can relate to, and that's something no one else can copy. So even if you're doing the same thing as like the hundred others, no one can deliver it like you. Just like for example, for me and Ate Mel, we do not compete. We actually collaborate. We're in the same business, but Ate Mel has her own target audience. I have my own too. Diba? So it's not
Mm.
saturated. You connect to the person, to the story, and competition, I guess, only becomes intimidating when you don't know your difference. Before, it took me a while to understand that even if we use the same words, even if we say something the same or we do the same, our energy and our story are completely different. Someone might connect to me because I'm a mom and I'm a nurse juggling real life, and someone else might connect to a totally different online business owner because they have their own story. And that's okay because there's enough room for all of us to win. And yeah, um, and then confirmation is a blessing. It means somebody already out there, like for me, I've already tested the water. You don't have to prove the idea works. You just have to bring in your authenticity into it. It's like being the second person to jump into a pool. You already know it's safe to swim.
Yeah.
So yeah. So if you've been hesitating because it feels like everyone else already started, remind yourself the presence of others doing it isn't a sign to quit. It's a sign that you're looking in the right direction.
Yeah. I like that uh, your metaphor. Meron akong nakitang tumalon.
Yeah,
Yung sa pool, alam mo, it's safe. Kasi hindi ka lalabas.
safe ka. Oo, may
Yeah.
tumalon na eh. Talong ka din.
Wala na, talong ka na rin.
Yeah.
No, it's safe to jump. And tsaka, di ba, there's so many people online. Pero when you're scrolling, for example, you're scrolling Facebook or TikTok, di naman lahat binabasa mo eh, di ba? You stop where you can relate
Connect. You can
or
relate.
where you can connect because it confirms that what you're feeling is true or what you're experiencing is true. Parang, ano ko yan eh, parang halimbawa, nasa dagat ka. Tapos ikaw lang yung mag-isang ship na nagpupunta, na nando doon, di ba? Parang naglalayag kang gano'n. By yourself. Tapos parang tingin ka, like, I'm alone. Diba? And then suddenly, you see other ships that are running along with you. And then you suddenly feel, oh, I'm not alone. There's
Mhm.
there are others who are in this same journey as me. So I
Yeah.
think that's what confirmation is. It confirms that what you're feeling is valid or what you've experienced is valid. Yeah, yeah, it's not a competition,
Yeah.
but it's a confirmation.
Yes. Okay. Next.
Okay, ito na yung third. Why most people still won't stick to it, or in other words, why people give up. Diba? So when I started my online business, I was so excited. So Siyempre, magpo-post ka sa Facebook, ano, tapos excited ako, post ako. Tapos, after a few weeks, post pa rin ako ng post. Tapos, parang, ay, wala naman nagko-comment. May isang
Mhm.
nag-comment, pinsan ko pa. Yung gano'n. So, parang I felt invisible. Yung parang, gusto ko na mag-quit, ayoko na nga, hindi naman para sa akin to. And I think that's what most people experience. They stop because they they thought it's too crowded. Nobody will even notice them. But it's because it's quiet in the beginning, di ba? Wala ka pang kakilala, nobody knows you. Pero yung totoo is, yung online journey feels very lonely sa umpisa. You talk to the camera. Katulad nito, talk to the camera and wonder if there's anyone listening. Diba? Pag nag-go live ka, tapos walang nanonood, ikaw lang mag-isa. You share your heart, di ba? Tapos it gets one like or maybe nothing. Tapos kamag-anak mo pa. So it's easy to think, maybe this is not for me. But here's what I realized. When you plant a seed, hindi mo naman agad huhukayin yun, di ba? Tapos, hindi mo naman titignan kasi ilang araw pa lang kung nagbunga na. Pero, ang gagawin mo, di ba, pag nagtanim ka ng seed, um, didiligan mo siya. Ha? And you trust that something is growing underground. Like, nagtitake root yung seed, even if you can't see it yet. So I think that's what online growth works. That's how it works. And I think for for other things then, that's how it works. Hindi naman kung nag-start ka, the next day successful ka na, di ba? O hindi naman kung nagtanim ka, the next day tumubo na. Pero in the online, you keep showing up even when it's quiet. You stay faithful even when there's no results yet or mas mabagal. Kasi slowly something is shifting. Nagiging confident ka. Diba? Yung message mo mas nagiging clear. Tapos before you know it, people will begin to say, oh, I've been following you for quite some time now and your posts always inspire me. Ganun. Hindi, um, dahan-dahan lang, nag-uugat pa. Ganun. Mel and I have been in this business and I feel I'm more confident now. I can talk even when no one is listening. Tapos, hindi na ako cringe. I was what I would watch the first videos I made and I would laugh at myself. Like, what was I doing back then? Pero I kept on doing it. I kept on doing it. And then I became more confident. And hindi na ako nahihiya kahit walang nanonood, di ba? Kasi I'm building it for me. Um, And yung moment na yon will come if you don't quit before um, things get better. Di ba? Kasi yung mga tao won't stick to it because they focus on gaano ba kabilis ako mag-grow instead of how far or how much they have developed. Di ba?
Hmm.
Pero yung real reward is not just in numbers. It's in becoming the person who refused to give up. So if you're building something right now and it feels slow, parang may crickets palagi, dire-diretso ka lang. Keep going. Kasi you're not behind, you're being built. Madaming best nyo nang narinig to. Stay consistent. Stay teachable. Stay faithful. Pero those words, however much we have heard about it, is so true. Kasi when everyone else give up, you'll still be standing and there, doon nagsisimula yung success. Yan. That's my take.
Nice. Yeah, I like it, how you compared it at this just like planting. You don't dig up every day to check if the plant is
Tumubo na.
growing. You just nurture it, you water it, give it light, and
Mm.
and trust that something is happening underneath, diba? Ganun din ang business.
Mm. Yeah.
And yeah, the growth happens. long before, actually, before you see it on the surface. Hindi
Yeah.
agad-agad may makikita mo yung results. So,
Mhm.
yep. And the last one, there. Oh my goodness. Okay. The online space still in its early adopter stage. Yeah, it's funny how often people say the online space is full, everyone's doing something online now. When I hear that, I kind of smile a little, because the truth is it's just getting started. We're still so early in this whole digital movement. The online world might look busy, but compared to what's coming, this just a warm up. Parang warm up round lang to. Most people are not running online businesses yet. They're just using the internet to scroll, to shop, or be entertained. Only a small fraction of people are using it to build income, to build community and flexibility, and that's what makes this stage such a powerful time to start. Diba? Parang, let's compare it with the new trends. In the beginning, only a handful of people see the potential. They experiment, they learn, they make mistakes, and then they grow, diba? Um, and then parang the rest of the world wakes up and says, "Oh wow, look how lucky they got." But it's never luck. It's timing mixed with courage. And that's where we are right now with digital space. It might look crowded, but the people who are actually building something are still early. You, you're part of a generation learning how to use the internet, not just for for consumption, but actually to generate income. And everything is fast changing. Ang dami nang nagbago, and it's, yeah, again, it's just starting. Another reason is yung technology. New tools are making it easier and faster to build an online presence. You don't even need a big team or expensive equipment anymore. You can schedule posts, send automated emails, even create videos from your phone. Few years ago, I say maybe 10, 15 years ago, that kind of access didn't exist. Now anyone can run a business from their living room, when they're waiting in their car to pick up their kids. And that's how we're early, when barriers start coming down, and whenever technology becomes more user friendly, and that's when the next wave of entrepreneurs show up. You're not late, you're just ahead of the next big crowd that hasn't arrived yet. Yun natin.
Yeah. Daming nangyayari eh. Di ba? So I think it's the earlier you start, the better. And I have like people I know, they don't know online yet. They're
Mhm.
still the traditional, paying the bills over the counter. That's, yun yung late, I think. Pero pagka, ito, the online is already started and there's things that are being developed. Diba? Parang, minsan, na-overwhelm ka na nga, there's so many that's
There's so
coming.
many.
Yeah, so many coming up. There's so many apps. Napupuno na yung phone natin. So, the earlier we adopt, the better. While
Yeah,
it's
and
still
then,
in the early stage,
yeah,
diba?
and then when you look back, I said, "Oh, but they're gonna say, "Oh, you're the early person who took
Mm,
that opportunity to explore more on the online space." Diba?
yeah.
Looking back, oh, ganun
Ito
naman.
na siya eh, di ba? Ito na yung ano. I just have one, yung office mate ko. Nag-under time siya. 3 o'clock. Work finish at 4:30. Nag-under time siya. Tapos hindi ko naman alam kung ba't siya nagbabalikan. Tapos I went to the nearby yung ah, establishment. Tapos nakita ko siya doon. Sabi ko, "Ba't nandito ka?" Sabi niya, "Nagbayad ako ng kuryente." Like, 'di ba?
Oh,
Online, everything is online now.
online,
So if you're not um, ano yun, up, ano yun, updated
updated.
what's happening in the world, uh, you'll be in the dark, diba? So
Yeah,
ito,
take advantage of it kasi it
yeah,
helps sa convenience, lahat.
yeah, and I pay my bills using my phone, yeah. I'm sure everyone else too. So in this early adopter stage, um, the better, the sooner we adopt, the better.
Message, ate?
Yun. Last message ko. Uh, so, ang sabi natin, is the online space saturated, di ba? Hindi naman. It's just waiting for more voices like Mel and my voice and your voice too. And voices that have experiences and heart and a purpose. Yun, the online space is like, it's like a garden. Meron namang, meron ng mga flowers na nauna ng, ano, namunga, namulaklak. But that doesn't mean yung mga bagong flowers cannot grow, di ba? Or new seeds cannot grow. Your time to bloom is maybe um, might come in a different season. Di ba iba-iba naman ang season natin? Hindi naman sabay-sabay nag-bloom yung flowers. Otherwise, sabay-sabay din malalanta, di ba? So, different flowers, different season. But then when you bloom, you'll be beautiful and right on time. And so you're not late, you're just right on time. So if this message spoke to you, share mo or tag me yung someone who's been doubting if it's too late to start. And let us remind them that we're not behind, we're just getting started.
Just getting started.
Yep.
Come on. Okay. Oh, ate, meron tayong live viewer from Lisa and Harry.
Oh, Lisa. Lisa's my friend from
Hello.
UK.
Oh,
Hi,
hi,
Lisa.
Lisa. Thank you for watching.
For watching, Lisa.
Okay. Tagal na natin yan.
See, Lisa.
Okay. Now, my message. So, we are living in one of the most exciting times in history. You know, the tools we have today give ordinary people the chance to create extraordinary things. You do not need permission, you do not need experience or perfect timing. You just need to start. And the online space is still wide open for people who lead with purpose and heart. You know, you're early, you're ready, and your future audience is waiting to waiting to meet you. And honestly, we're just a part of the first generation that gets to live it. You know, keep showing up, keep learning, and keep building, because one day people will look at what you've built and say, "Oh, she saw it before the rest of us did." So, if um, any one of you connects to our story and relates to our topic for today, connect with us, reach out to us, and then we would be more than happy to show you how to get started.
Yep.
Okay,
Thank you for
thank you
watching,
for tuning
everyone.
in today. We'll see you again on our next Go Live. Aloha.
Next week. Aloha.
Speak.